Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here and today it's time for episode number 5 of our FIFA 15 West Ham United Career Mode series. Now last episode, of course episode number 4, we played 2 games, we also made some signings but I'll come back to that in a moment. We played 2 games, first of all against Crystal Palace but we won 2-1 despite that incredible Barry Bannon free kick for Crystal Palace, and we lost 2-1 to Southampton, so a win and a draw and a neutral goal difference too. We also signed Apashe Niang on loan from AC Milan as striker cover as well as winger cover. As you can see there's the background, the table after last episode. We're currently sitting 11th in the league on 4 points, joint there with Stoke and in front of Southampton, actually, ironically, who beat us, of course, last episode. But as you can see here, just quickly moving on, just before we get into deadline day, something they've introduced back into FIFA 15 is the fact that you can look at all the transfers that have happened, not just to you. So as you can see, Sergio Aguero is the most expensive transfer to happen. He signed for Chelsea, and also Vidal, Oscar there, Dumbia, Khedira, Tyson, Umtiti, of course, signing for us, Popov, Costil, Deshudjak, Jetro Willems, and all sorts. And it's actually really interesting to see that they've brought this back, because it's something that's been gone since I was playing this on PS2, so somewhere like FIFA 09. So yeah, just interesting to get an insight as to the other transfers that have happened that don't quite relate to us. But as you can see now, we're going to look for some youth players. Now, I asked you guys in the comment section to see whether you could find any youth players that I should be signing. Yassine Benzia was quite a popular one. We're going to get into him in a moment, but as you can see, they're just loaning, or just looking to offer a loan deal there for Breel Donald Mbolo, the Basel striker who was in my under-18s video about a week ago. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yassine Benzia there, we're going to set in a loan offer, as well as Fares Bahlouli there for Lyon. So just offering those guys some loan offers to their respective clubs, and also Patrick Roberts as well. Put a future fee there on him of 1.9 million. We put a future fee of 725k on Fares Bahlouli and 1 million on Mbolo. As you can see there, we're just getting a transfer offer for Ricardo Vazte, which we are going to go ahead and put a counter offer on. They initially put in 950k there to Burnley, and we're going to put in 1.2 million for Ricardo Vazte. Might as well get as much money as we can for him. So just advancing a little bit into deadline day, as you can see that loan to buy offer there from for Fares Bahlouli was actually rejected, so we basically just put in a new loan offer there for him and just took off the future fee there for Fares Bahlouli. We also had to do the same for Breel Donald Mbolo, because both teams weren't sure if they wanted to sell him afterwards. I'm cool with that, to be honest. Just going to put in those loan offers. We actually had the loan offer accepted there for Yassine Benzia because we didn't put a future fee. As you can see, just advancing a little bit further now, at halfway through deadline day, and our bid there for the Fulham winger Patrick Roberts was also rejected. So actually, I just thought I'd put in a cheeky actual permanent transfer offer of 2.5 million for Patrick Roberts, the very good looking, I don't mean as in looks wise, I mean actually as in stats wise, before anyone comes in with that scenario, but still there, Burnley coming back with 1.1 million pounds there for Ricardo Vazte. We accepted that, so he's on his way to Burnley. As you can see though, Fulham actually rejected that offer. They put a 4.2 million price tag on Patrick Roberts, which I could have haggled for, but just didn't have time. We had about 1 hour of transfer deadline day left by this point, so we were left then with 3 youth signings to play in cup games. Just to clarify, these guys won't be playing much in the league, but will be playing a lot of cup games. So that's Breel Donald Mbolo, the striker, in from Basel, Fares Bahlouli in from Lyon, and his teammate Yassine Benzia also in from Lyon there. 2 strikers and an attacking midfielder, just for a little bit of depth and just young, exciting players to play in cup games. We also loaned out Paul McCullum, a 21-year-old 60 stat striker, to Stevenage, I do believe. And just before we get into any of the games, here is how the calendar stands. We've got to play Hull and Liverpool this episode. I forgot to mention that. It's not looking like a brilliantly easy month. We've also got to play Manchester United right at the end of that, as well as a Capital One Cup game, the 3rd round. That hasn't been drawn though as of yet. But now we're going to get into the first game, and this is of course against Hull. We're away from home, as it reflects real life, and this is of course the game in real life where Enner Valencia scored some bullet goal from 40 yards out. Well, it wasn't quite 40 yards out, but you know what I mean. And it was an incredible goal. Whether we could replicate that in this game, I'm unsure. Enner Valencia would in fact be starting the game. I'll show you the lineup in a moment, but as you can see, they're just coming out of the tunnel in this away game. It's going to be quite tricky. As you can see, Adrian in goal there, Uchida, Umtiti, Reed and Willems at the back, with Ravel Morrison, Noble and Song in midfield, Niang and Jarvis there as the wingers, and Valencia up front. So Niang starting his first game for West Ham, but ultimately, in the first 5 minutes, Enner Valencia would not be able to recreate his form in the real-life game because he was actually injured after 5 minutes, and as you can see, it was a dislocated shoulder. So he's going to be out for quite some time real blow. We had to bring on Mauro Zarate, but I'm really very happy we actually signed Yang now for that depth, because I didn't know that was going to happen, and obviously it's very good now. But as you can see, we didn't really need Enner Valencia, because just 7 minutes later, Matt Jarvis goes through and scores. Really nice 1-2 between himself and Ravel Morrison, and blasts it past Costile, the new goalkeeper for Hull, who they signed in the summer. But straight from the kickoff, Jarvis wins it back. Nice little fake turn. Nice little ball from Niang. He's going to get it back from Jarvis. He's one-on-one, and somehow P rolls it wide. I don't understand how he managed to miss that, but Ravel Morrison there, I think, with a nutmeg and a good save from Costile. That was some brilliant play from Morrison after, of course, setting up that goal for Jarvis. But Hull would have a goal of themselves, and it was really frustrating. I knew I was going to rue that miss from Mbaye Niang, and Nikica Jelavic there, nice control and the dink over Adrian. It was becoming quite clear to me the difference between myself and Hull was the fact that they had a better goalkeeper. Zarate running through on goal, and a good save from Costile. Adrian, I don't think has actually managed to make a save all season so far, and another save would come later on from Costile from the shot there from Noble. And of course, a few minutes later, Hull went forward and completely against the run of play managed to score yet again. That man, Nikica Jelavic, the Croatian, and we managed to squander a 1-goal lead just due to their goalkeeper being much better than ours. Zarate, they're giving to Uchida literally straight away, and somehow Uchida manages to miss. He's literally the one guy you wouldn't want in that situation. Curls it wide there on the instant response, and still in the first half, Zarate cutting inside, and yet another save from the Frenchman who recently signed from Stade Rennais. Jarvis there giving the ball to Noble, who's about to skip past the player really nicely, and yet another save from Costile. Just an absolute god. Zarate, they're winning the ball back. He's going to run at Curtis Davies, he's going to take him on, and he's going to score there past Costile finally. Somehow this goes down as an own goal for Curtis Davies. I'm not entirely sure. That was in the 83rd minute to tie the game, but going forward again, Zarate cuts inside and he scores to make it 3-2. We were 2-1 down in the 83rd minute, and we managed to get back to 3-2 to take all 3 points. Surely not more last minute drama, and this time no, we managed to hold on. Zarate there rightfully getting man of the match after really basically scoring that second goal to make it 2-2, and then of course scoring the winner 3-2. What a comeback. Good ratings as well for Jarvis and Jetro Willems there on the left hand side, as well as Ravel Morrison, of course, set up that first goal. As you can see though, just confirmation that Enner Valencia is out injured for 8 weeks with a dislocated shoulder. Really disappointed with that. Zarate's going to have to play, he's going to have to step up, but given how he played in that last game, that shouldn't be much of an issue. We have of course got Mbaye Niang, we've also got Diafra Sakho, and of course those new youth signings being Mbolo and Yassine Benzia for cup games, and they'll be on the bench. I think Mbolo will be. We're going to get straight into the second game of this episode at home, this time against Liverpool, and basically I forgot to let the cinematic roll out for the squad. So here it was, Zarate up front replacing Valencia there, Jarvis and Niang up front, and basically no changes. Kouyaté I think coming in for Winston Reid at the back, but that was it, and we would get the first chance of the game actually in the 13th minute. Jarvis somehow blasting that wide after a really nice bit of interchanging play. As you can see though, Zarate there going past Alberto Moreno quite easy, cuts inside again, nice bit of skill, and a nice save there from Mignolet. The follow-up header from Niang forcing an easy save there from Mignolet would actually score, technically go in front, but unfortunately it was ruled out for offside there, and by Niang, and we started really quite well. Would our endeavours be paid off? Because look at that, Zarate with a step over, and what a goal! What a finish past Mignolet, and a great bit of skill, I think, to get past Dejan Lovren. Absolutely awesome reverse step over from Zarate, and that gives a 1-0 lead against all odds against Liverpool, but they went forward straight away, and what a save that was from Adrian there from Sturridge's shot. West Ham, why am I doing it in third person? Zarate though going forward and forcing a good save there from Mignolet with the finesse shot, though Liverpool in the second half started to go forward there. Gerrard hitting the side netting. Johnson really should have scored, he put it wide, probably the one play you wouldn't want on the end of one of those. Balotelli though manages to turn Uchida far too easily, and he's going to finish and make it 1-1. That was really quite frustrating because we played so well against such difficult opposition, and we've done a really good job, but unfortunately that made it 1-1, and Liverpool went forward again. Balotelli there, and just, I think the less said about that, the better. Jetro Willems comes in for the tackle, it somehow breaks for Lallana, and he's got an open goal. Just hugely unlucky, and somehow the tables are turned. Zarate going forward again, and just past the post there. Really nice effort from the Argentinian, but Zarate's going to cut inside again. What an episode he's had, and another goal for Mauro Zarate, his second of the episode. Let's be honest, it's basically 3. And he's cut inside, and to say that Liverpool was so hard to play, this was such an easy goal to score. We just cut inside and finessed it past Mignolet. That made it 2-2 in the 82nd minute, so late on, but Liverpool went forward again, and what a challenge that was, I think, from Noble there on Steven Gerrard. But Gerrard there getting the ball, giving it to Sturridge, he turns and just just, I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's be honest. This is a third game in a row where there's been all kinds of shenanigans go on late on in the game that made it 3-2. I was desperate. Zarate went forward. He runs past a player. We're going to flick up into attacking or ultra-attacking or something like that. He cuts inside, though, and suddenly Zarate's in the opposition penalty area. He cuts inside and, unfortunately, would not be able to get the shot away. The nice little fake shot there to get away from, I think, Martin Skirtle, and he almost single-handedly made it 3-3. Again, Zarate, the getting man of the match in both games this episode. Niang getting a decent 7.2 rating as well, and some pretty average ratings for everyone else. Emil Fatano, they're not with a bad rating, as well as Koyate too. So not doing badly without Enner Valencia, but a shame to lose that game having played so well. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Karima. Feel free to smash the like button if you did, and comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much, as well as a subscription. If you are new around here, I would really appreciate that and helping my channel grow. It's been an absolute pleasure ranting you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been very entertaining with signing those youth players and also 2 3-2 games. But nevertheless, have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.